So we got our next question from Goonies. The Goonies, I love that movie. See, you see, all these things keep coming up. There's so many movies out there. I love the Goonies. Old classic. Sloth. Watch out. Trying to just. I think did he like Snickers or was it Paydays? Or was it the Milky Ways? I forgot. But he asked one favorite soundtrack from a game. This is tough. This is not an easy question. I'm gonna share some soundtracks for the next few minutes. I'm not even playing. So if you get in, if he's interested, I'm gonna list these soundtracks down that I'm gonna play in the description. And if you guys want to listen to them too, this is why I love video game music too. There's all these different games, different soundtracks. And he's asked, how did I become a gamer? Best console out. So before I play the soundtracks, let's answer his other questions before we get before I share my favorite soundtracks. Some of my favorite soundtracks. So many different good soundtracks out there. I can't pick one. Just like I can't pick a favorite game of all time, a top 3 video game, or anything like that. But I became a gamer from, just like I showed, from Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, the Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Blue from Game Boy Color, and then some others. I gotta get them. I got to. See, I saved this. See, and this was just one of the consoles that I started alongside of the Sega. It was after the Sega Genesis. It was after the Sega Genesis, the Nintendo 64 that I had since I was 8. And I still have this game. This game console. It still works as if it's brand new. I had this when I was 8 years old. See, and then most people they don't keep their systems. They'll just trade them in. They don't keep them or anything like that. But this was some games that I became a gamer. Just alongside my games like the Pokemon games for Game Boy Color, Sega Genesis, and stuff like that. Sonic 2 from Genesis that I had. I just didn't want to show too much. But I became a gamer for some of these games. Some of my very first games I ever started playing, it was because of Sega Genesis, and I started playing those games along with Game Boy Color and Nintendo 64. Look, all these classic games that people remember. I played this. GoldenEye. I love that little intro. And then he shoots the screen, and the blood comes out from the sky. Well, not from the sky, all over the screen. Star Fox 64, do a barrel roll. That's the most iconic quote from this game. Shutting down Andross. And Star Wolf for the first time. Look at this. Yoshi's Story, all these different games. And then a memorable, when you think about Nintendo 64, gotta say it. Show it, look. Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64. Just a couple games that I showed, and just to show here, I got Mario Party 3, and then Pokemon Stadium. It's Pokemon Stadium 2 from the Nintendo 64. All types of stuff that I used to just play, and that's how I really became a gamer from the old days, just playing those old school games from the 90s. I had a PlayStation 1, PS1. Some of my first games just to talk about it. Ape Escape. Gex. It was Crash Bandicoot, which was really difficult. I couldn't really get through, but I ended up finishing it. Spyro the Dragon, Final Fantasy 7. So many different memories from those different games. And just to show, there's so many good consoles. I can't pick one. I can't pick the best console out, but I think as far as exclusives, I'm going to PlayStation 4 and a Nintendo Switch for exclusives, because you can't play those other games all out there. And it's so many good games out there, and I already talked about it. But if I'm going exclusives, I'm saying the PlayStation 4, and then I'm saying right after that I'm going Nintendo Switch, and then the rest of the other exclusives, it's just nothing but first-person shooters. And then everybody's trying to get a Switch now, because now everyone wants to get one. People who are Pokemon fans are going to try to get a Switch now, because Pokemon Sword and Shield is exclusive to the Nintendo Switch. Generation 8, whole different Pokemon journey, open world, where people wanted Pokemon Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee to be, that weren't really originally into Pokemon Go, because it played almost like it with the catching mechanics and all. But you still could just go to gym leaders, go to gym after gym, and level up your Pokemon that way, and catch whatever you wanted. And then what they did to change it up, they put different Pokemon generation and different twists in it. like Mega Evolutions, and then the HMs, you didn't need to get the HMs. Anybody, your special Pokemon will be able to learn every single special move in the game. But it's just games like that that make them stand out. But I would just say that, and then I just showed you the Nintendo 64. I still have my GameCube upstairs. Upstairs, I still have my Wii. I still have everything, all the different consoles and just games that I had from the old days. The PlayStation 2 that I still kept. I didn't want to get rid of those consoles because they bring so many memories. The GameCube that I personally love. When I just showed Super Mario Sunshine earlier in this Q&A, it's just too many games out there to really just pick like a best console. But if I'm going with exclusives, it's just like I said, the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. Cause I love that they have so many games coming out. It's so many different worlds that you could be a part of. You never get tired of them, and it's just not the same thing. It's not just another shooter over and over and over. So it's just different adventures. But I just couldn't wait. I had to get some of these songs. I had to get these songs for you, and I know you probably gonna want to check these out, and maybe some of you guys that might be interested in these. But before I show them and just look them up and just play them real quick. Everyone has different opinions because they started on different consoles. They didn't all start on different things. Some people play PC now. Some people used to be console players that now play on PC now. But I don't see anything really to play over there except for just shooters and games that I wouldn't really get into. If I was playing a PC gamer, I would play League of Legends, Team Fortress, and Counter-Strike Go, and then maybe one other game. That's all I would play. But I can't play Crash Bandicoot over there. I can't play Sly Cooper. I can't play Mario games over there. All those games that I grew up playing from childhood days, I can't play Pokemon over there on PC or anything like that. I can emulate those games over there, but they're not the same as playing on the original console. See what I'm saying? So, and then just all the cartridges I just showed you, a couple of cartridges that I just showed, I still have those consoles for that reason. Because you can't play them elsewhere. And then not to mention, some of these modern consoles are not backwards compatible. So that's why I kept them. So let's get into the soundtracks. So this is going to be I might go overboard. I hope I don't. But I'm going to just start playing these. I had to get them. This is going to be Final Fantasy Jecht's theme. I love it. I'm going to try to get to the part that I want to just play. I love it. All these sounds, and this is some of my all-time favorite game music to listen to. Let's see. Trying to get to my favorite part. Final Fantasy X. Alright, that's Final Fantasy 7. Final Fantasy 10. I keep on saying Final Fantasy 7. That's Final Fantasy 10. Jecht. That's one of my favorites. I'm gonna show two more for you, and then I'm gonna get to the next questions. So this next one is gonna be Super Smash. I had to get these ready for you, so I'm gonna take too long. So we got Super Smash Bros. Melee from the GameCube. One of the best games that you could ever play on GameCube out there. And I'm going to go to my favorite part for this song. This is Super Smash Bros. Melee, Multi-Man Melee 1. When you battle the multi-man, it's like a gauntlet of enemies coming at you. So it's really cool. Here we go. Here you go, watch it. Here you go, watch. My favorite part. Yeah, I love that. So I'm gonna go to the next one. Let's see. So this is the next one. That was Super Smash Bros. Melee Multi-Man Melee 1. That's cool. So I'm gonna go to Spyro. I put Spyro the Dragon in this playlist for game music. Let's try to get these ready. just it's different. It's this is from the PlayStation 1, but those other two, that was GameCube and that was PS2. Now I'm going PlayStation 1. See, I'm going back around, going back in time and generations, different system eras. I love this. This is gonna be my favorite part of the Q&A, just to playing these soundtracks. Here you go. Wizard Pete. Hey, that was Wizard Pete from Spyro the Dragon. Now I'm gonna go crash Bandicoot Warp Room. I might play one more. I might play one more soundtrack for you. So I don't want to play it too long, just to share some of my favorite ones. I can't pick one soundtrack. Let's see, Warp Room music. Let's see if I can get this. Here we go. Heard this Crash Bandicoot Warp. Alright, let's see. Do I want to play another one? That was the 4 different songs. 4 different songs. Let's see. I don't know. Just most recent ones that I liked. I do like the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna just play this last one, just a little bit, just because it's one of my favorite ones. Dun, 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 dun. This is from this game. And the laughs, pretty scary. Alright, that's it for our soundtracks. But I hope you enjoyed those. That was Banjo-Kazooie Inside the Mansion from the Haunted Mansion. Or Monster Mansion, I think it was called. That I really enjoyed. That I played. I also played it here on the channel just for a retro. I didn't even know you had to get all the jiggies. I didn't even know. That was the first I ever finished the game. Because I always got stuck going towards the end trying to get to that. Just the trivia, I was having problems with that from when I was little. I could never get past it, but I was, you know, I wasn't as wise as I was for the games. But I hope you really enjoyed those soundtracks. I want to play more, I really do. But those are just some of my favorite ones. And just like Jecht's Battle, just one of my top tier ones, Multi-Man Melee from the Super Smash Bros. I really wanted to play that whole song. All those different songs in full. But I don't want to take up the whole video because there's so many different questions. Right. So Lady Sass asks, she asked my greatest achievement. It wouldn't be, I think this was like the coolest thing that I ever had. I was on, I got my video on Thunderstruck Gaming's video channel. I didn't even know. I just ended up just putting out a Modern Warfare Remastered video. It was me just destroying everybody in shipment. And I was using the most underrated gun. And most people say it's trash. They say it's not that good of a gun. It was the MP44. I was using that, and I don't forget how many kills I got. I think I got most of the team's kills in the shipment from Modern Warfare Remastered. It was pretty cool. That I would say one of my favorite parts and one of my greatest moments. And then just having that, I mean, just the video game concert was some of my favorite moments of this year. Was just having this and just having just the different connection with all of you guys. I would say that's one of my favorite things about this. And getting to know different people and just different individuals and just knowing their stories and all. I think that was one of the coolest things I had. I didn't even expect it. And then just having so many people come over and just say, hey, I just saw that. I saw that video and you did pretty good. You're pretty good at the game. And they wanted to play. So it was pretty cool to have all those different people coming over and just having your video just featured right off the bat. And it's like, hey, that's you playing the game. And I forgot who it was. Who said it? Who sent me a message? It just came up on my phone so quickly. All the notifications kept coming up. It's like, hey, that's your videos over here. Your videos right on the channel there. It was pretty sweet. I think that was the coolest thing ever. But it's nothing like having a connection with you guys. It's nothing like that. And just playing with you guys, having fun. It's just so much fun. Just having all those different people. It's the moments that you treasure for them, and they're special moments that you never forget about. But if I had to think of just some of my greatest achievements, I mean, for sure I could talk about other things and get personal, but I think that would be. It's so many different things that I can just say, but I would just say that was one of the coolest things ever. And then it shocked me, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun just seeing that. See, because I wasn't even really good at the game at first, because I wasn't really good at it because I was learning to play. I was playing so many other first-person shooters at the time, and I just look at it and say, hey, that's you just playing the game. That's definitely somebody else playing the game, but it's me. So it was pretty cool to see that. But so many different moments, so many different memories to treasure. But those are the best parts, the achievements. And that's people won't say that. They'll just say something about just something that they got, or I got this, I got that, but they won't think about it. It's the special bonds. It's the moments that you share with other people. Those are the best moments for me. And just having that, because it's not easy to just have people that are around that will stick around. Because people leave. They'll leave. They won't stay. They won't stay with you forever, and they'll just leave, and then they'll change up on you. So they just won't. Those are the best moments that you have. The moments that you share, the people that you make memories with, those are the best moments. Those are the achievements that you could probably just talk about. People are not going to talk about those things. But for me, those are my favorite things. For greatest achievements. Would you count that as an achievement? I wonder. I don't know if anyone else out there would say that. So now Beast, Angorian Beast, this question, it's almost like Solarian's question. He said, if you were a game developer, what would you like to make? What would you like to make? And use your imagination. Almost just like I was saying with my question, it ties into it. I would just want to make a good single player story, and I would just take a page out of the Battle Royale book and just make it like a Battle Royale, but make those characters have different stories. Those like, not every character is going to be playable in the Battle Royale, but make some of those characters playable from the campaign. It would be an open world single player game with some JRPG mechanics, and also with characters that you like, and they'll tie in and meet each other along the way and party up. It would make something like that, and it'll also be a Battle Royale where you actually know about the character's stories at the same time. So that's the kind of game I would want to make if I was like a game developer, because I'm also going to take a page, because I'm doing two of the good things. Single player games still on this side of the coin. You have single player games that continue to dominate and take the spotlight of a game of the year over and over. And on this side, you got people that's going to get on the bandwagon, the Battle Royale trend, and they're going to play the Battle Royale games. So if I bring them both together, it's going to be a good game right off the bat, because I'm getting a little bit of both on each side. But I can't say I'm going to get the best of both worlds, because I don't know who's going to write the game. I'm going to have to make sure I got a good story. I want to make sure I have the characters a good plot with some good, like a good antagonist and some antagonists here and there, and maybe a twist, maybe a character that you'll meet along the way that might betray you, that you might think betray you, but that'll do something an antagonist character will do, join forces with them, and then come back to maybe join your side. But I wouldn't just give away the character, but it'll just keep the gamer on their feet and just keep them guessing, if you get what I'm saying. Just like keep them guessing with this certain character, with a character in the story that you meet that will be on your side, but it will make it seem like they're on your side, but they're not. But they're really part of the antagonist, and being yet another hidden antagonist it's just on the inside, but you wouldn't be able to know that until you got further into the game. And then also it'll just be playable with the multiplayer, which is going to be a battle royale. So it'll have a good campaign, single player campaign story with all the characters that you could tie in and get to know and like. And it'll also tie into a battle royale with some different mechanics. Now, just to talk about it, I don't even know what I would really put in the battle royale, because there's so many different things. They're all the same. Get your shields, get the loot, get a legendary, a common, or something like that. Just a legendary, common, a rare weapon, or an uncommon weapon. From gray to green to purple and gold. It's the same thing. But it's just, they all seem to play differently, but they have different features. I would put I would put all different modes on there. I would just start putting in team deathmatch and give it like a little multiplayer too. So it's not just battle royale over and over. You could just play team deathmatch as well and be able to respawn and come back. And then I will also include a first person and third person feature in the game when you play battle royale. So you could play it how you want to. You might not like first person, you could switch to third person. If you don't like third person, you could switch to first person. And then an optional mode for VR. If you have a PlayStation VR and you want to play it like that, you can. Get the little VR device with it. That'll be something I can get. So it'll be a VR battle royale and then a good single player with it. I think I'm going to be winning. So that's what I would do. A VR little experience too. That's optional and not really a necessary requirement. And then you could just play it. You can play a little bit of VR, and you could go back and play it. You could play a little bit from the VR experience. Put your PSVR down, and with the virtual gun with it to go with it, and then you could just switch it right off the bat. So you could just set it up how you want to. That's what I would do for a game. So that way I got a good single player story. I got a battle royale. I got a VR experience, and then I could switch it between from first person and third person right off the bat, and I can do it that way. That's exactly what I would do for a game dev, if I was a game dev, and just do it that way. So that way I can get a little bit of everything. And then I got a good story that people are going to be able to get into. I think I'll be able to do it that way. So that's what I would do. So now I'm going to get on to the other questions here. But I don't know if you guys, if you like that idea, I don't know if it sounds good to anyone else like that, but that's what I would do, just something like that. And my main focus will be trying to make a good story, because that's going to be the big thing that's going to stand out compared to all the other games, well, the other games out there that are just going to play the same, because everyone's doing battle royales. But they don't have any sort of variety or anything like that. So I'm going to get to the other questions that I have here, that people have sent. So let's get on. I'm going to start right up here. So J Lyles, or JLTV, here we go. He said, me and some friends are talking about making some short horror films. Do you have any interest in making films? If so, what genre and what would they be about? Easy. I would think about a scary movie, because I love scary movies. I love the movies, because that's usually what I like to do besides just video games. Watching all the newest movies and movies that I haven't seen for different storylines and all. But I would make like a horror movie. I love those scary movies, and I used to be so scared of them, having nightmares, couldn't sleep at night, thinking Michael Myers chasing me. And Chucky the killer dog coming after me, trying to take over my soul. But just some of those different, I would love to do that. I would love to, I can't even focus, but I would love to do that. That would be something I would love to do. But just, I would make a good scary movie where just trying to have survivors. Just a group of people. It's always, I like those movies with a group of people where they always try to check out something. It's suspicious and it's some kind of killer running around. But I would probably try to make it where one of their friends is the one that's working with the killer. I would like to do something like that as a little twist with it. Not just some kind of generic horror movie that's just going to be the same thing or people just dying left and right. I want to give it a good story and make it last longer and make people just want to just keep thinking who could be the suspect and who could be the one that's right behind who could be the actual killer. Almost like the Scream movies, almost like that. See how, because you had Neve Campbell or just Neve Campbell in the movies, and just see how she's the star in the movie, and every one of them, everyone's just trying to get after her and come after her over and over from the Scream movies. I would want something like that, but maybe just try to change it up a little bit. I would want to make it like that. But I definitely would like to make like a horror movie, if anything, if I couldn't get that to work. And maybe if not, I would make a good action film besides horror movies. So, I'm going to go to the next question. So that's JLTV's question. So let me know what horror movies that you're gonna make, because I want to see some of those. I'm interested in seeing how those turn out to be. I'm gonna go to Geeky MJ or Geeky Gatita, or Geeky Gatita. I can't even say the name. I'll just say Geeky MJ. But her question, she said, if I could have superpowers, what would it be? I'm going super speed, super strength, and invisibility. And then I'll say telekinesis. Yeah. But I don't know my superhero name. She didn't ask that, but she didn't ask my superhero name. But those would be my superpowers. Now I want to go to the next. Layla asked some good questions too. Layla's questions here, and then I'm gonna get on to the next ones. These are gonna be pretty long too. If you could create she asked, well, this is Layla's first question, and then she asked about the gaming community for her next one. If you could create a game yourself, what genre would it be and why? See, I basically almost answered that, but it would just be like something like that. A single player action, it'll be an action. Because I want to just say it all over again. I already answered that too. So that's what I would want to do. Because it'll stand out because of the single player game. It'll be an action, RPG, and then it'll be a battle royale game mixed with a shooter. See? So you don't have that. See? That's what I would do it. And I would do it because it'll make the game stand out, and it'll probably get more people wanting to play it because it'll be something different instead of just battle royales. You spawn, get your loot, die, try to survive, and then you play it again and do it over and over again and mix it up with different stuff so it has different modes that people can experience. Now her other question that she had slipped in before I even started, what would you like to see more of in the gaming community? Let's stop with the battle royales. Let's cut down on the battle royales. I'd like to see more people just play some other games besides that for the gaming community, because it's so many people just against each other, and they take the game so serious they'll get mad, but they don't know how to work together as a team. I would like to see more players out there that's in the gaming community to work together as a team, to communicate. Stop playing so individually, just with this individual mentality, and just work together as a team. And they'll try to think that they could just go through and mow through everything that they got in sight. I would like to see some of that, but it's with these game developers, it's just everyone's gonna do it. I wonder what the next battle royale game is gonna be. And it's guaranteed that it's gonna be another game. It's gonna be another battle royale, because it's gonna be something else that someone else is gonna try to do. We got Respawn already from the Titanfall developers to come out with a battle royale. So who's gonna be next to come out with a battle royale? Naughty Dog. Who else is gonna make one? I would like to see more of these companies just come out. Let's stick to the stories. Let's get some more story single player games out there. Some story games that's out there. They're not dead. They never were. And that's why they continue to win every year, game of the year, because they stand out. Great stories mean everything. And the characters in it, with a good plot, voice acting, and more. It's just, it would stand out. That's what I'd like to see more of. Because it's too much of the same thing over and over, because everyone's trying to get on this trend of the battle royales, but not everyone's going to play your battle royale just because it's a battle royale. It has to be different. That's why I was mentioning some of those different things. At least my characters will have some kind of story in the background, so you don't just pick them into where they just have some abilities and you don't know a single thing about them. You just know their name and just the abilities that they can do. You don't know their story or anything like that. They don't have them. Besides those different skins and different looks, the way they look differently, different skin looks and all that, for just visual appeal, that's it. But they don't have any story, they don't have a background or nothing like that. That's what I would probably do. That's something that I've noticed. They don't have any sort of stories or anything about the characters at all. They just come out there and you pick them, come out there and try to pick them and just showboat with them, showcase them with their abilities and main them. But you don't know anything about that character. They're just a character in the game that you pick. You don't know anything about their character, their personality, or anything like that. They don't have personalities. So I would like to see more of that in the gaming community. So I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any other questions from her. So that's what I would do for games, the genre, and then what I would like to see for the gaming community. So answer these questions. Gio, aka Georgia Husband, she asked, if you didn't do YouTube, what would you like to be? That's a difficult. I would want to do something with gaming. Honestly, I just wouldn't be able to think of anything else. I wanted to be some kind of game developer. Just talking about that just gave me like the idea of just wanting to do that. I would want to do that, or maybe I would like to voice be a voice actor for one of the games. So you guys say I laugh like Joker. I don't know if anyone else would agree to that. And then some people say I sound like Snoop Dogg. From Nebula Realms community, from the comments, from the messages, all types of stuff. So I don't know. I would want to do that. If anything, I'll be a voice actor for one of these games. To voice act and laugh, have that laughing mechanic. Just start laughing over and over. That was something I would want to do. I think that would be pretty funny. Start laughing. But Focus on Me asks, if you could put yourself in the past or present cartoon, which would it be? I would love to be a Teen Titan. I want to be a part of the Teen Titans. I'm not thinking about no present cartoons. I'm not. Because I don't watch them. I don't watch the regular show. I don't watch the Adventure Time. Or just like I said before in part 1, I never even said it. I don't even like watching those shows. I don't even watch them, really. But if I was to pick a cartoon, I would be a part of the Teen Titans or the Kids Next Door, or be in the KND. And then stopping the delightful children from down the lane, delightful children from down the lane. I would stop them. Kids Next Door, or I would be, here's my top 3 right now. Kids Next Door, Teen Titans, or Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Raven, and Starfire. And then I'll be in the Kids Next Door, or I'll travel to the cul-de-sac. The cul-de-sac with Ed and Eddie. And shut down the cankers for good. Yeah, and take over. So those are my 3 shows that I would like to be into if I had to pick one. But those, you only pick one, but I just pick the Teen Titans. But those are it's so many good cartoons. Now anime, I'll be a Super Saiyan. I'll be a Saiyan with Goku, Vegeta, and all the other characters, and be a defender of the universe for Namek and all too. So I guess that's all our little questions. But I'm gonna go to the next ones that I have here. Let's try to scroll. He said, how long have I been doing YouTube? I made my first video in 2012. Lost some time. Because my PC had died. I wouldn't even be able to tell. I think a few years. I would probably have to look back. What, 3, 4 years? Maybe? For a little bit more than that? Maybe. It's still... Just being on camera, I just wouldn't be able, just when I think about my first time, I just couldn't even look at the camera like this. I was just looking around, couldn't even move. I was just nervous, repeating myself over and over. But I'm gonna go to the last question. I think I got all of them. Just to try to wrap up. Let's see how much time I got, cause I don't want to miss anything yet. I might have to do one more part. I'm not sure. So we'll just try to do one more part. It's 4 parts.